Hey fellow nerds, did I royally screw up? Ever since I sent this in for reholdering, I've regretted it. I wish I hadn't have done it. I don't know, what was I thinking? Because the case wasn't that bad. It had a crack here. You know, it was separating a little bit on the side. It wasn't the oldest case, but it was definitely an older case. And I just didn't like the way it looked. And I wanted to get the most recent case, and I wanted to get a custom label on it. But I don't know what I was thinking, because there's an $800 difference between what it had, a 9.8 and a 9.6. So if, God forbid, this book got damaged inside the case somehow, and they regraded it and it drops down to a 9.6, I'm out $800 in value. And it was certainly not worth it. If I had to do it over, I would not do it, because this is one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever dealt with. Basically almost a grand difference. And when you see the book, you'll understand why. So let's go ahead and just rip this off like a Band-Aid and dig in. I'm not even sure how to open this dang box. I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, the tape's covering everywhere you could access it, so I don't even, is it here? Is it? I think it's up here, so I'm gonna try there now. Okay. Alright, let's do this right. Right here. Secret Wars number 8 was a 9.8. I wanted to get this custom label. Check it out, isn't that sweet? It looks so sweet. I really like that. But, is it still a 9.8? I don't know if I can do this. This is nerve-wracking. I guess I just gotta rip it off. Oh, thank God. Yes. Yes. Now, I don't normally do signature books, but I got a great deal on this one. I got this one for $650 or something like that. Nobody else bid on it. It was like an auction, and I think they had their starting price at what I paid for it. And I don't know, I think it ended at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't even remember what it was. And it's Mike Zeck, John Beatty, and Jim Shooter. And this book was holdered and signed somewhere in the middle of 2015 originally. And so look at that beautiful case. Okay, now you know my last experience with CGC was not stellar, right? Newton rings were on 32 of 32 slabs in that order. It was my first submission ever. And I'll put a link to that submission in the description and, you know, above as well. But yeah, there's Newton rings right in the frickin' crotch again. Look at that. Come on, guys. Not on this book. And there is no way in hell I'm sending this back again. Now, I do have kind of a fix that I did a video on. I'll put that one in the description as well. You know, I can kind of stick a piece of mylar in here and try to work that out a little bit, maybe with a suction cup, and maybe like do a little tweaking of the case. So I might try that. I'll see if I can live with it though, what it looks like on the wall. But as you can see, I already have a copy of this. This is I already had this copy from a long time ago, and it's a newsstand, 9.8. You might not be able to see the grade, but it's a newsstand 9.8. And then I saw this one come up, and I'm like, okay, now I got a direct signed, and I've got my newsstand. I know this might have fallen in price, but I think this is a long-term blue chip key that's not going anywhere. So I plan to hold this long-term. I'm not going to sell this. You know, it's probably, last sale I think was $1,400. So I've already got $700 in profit locked into this. So, right, if I was to sell it today. But I just love this book. And this book here, and I made sure I looked it over before I sent it in. It actually looked like a 9.9. I couldn't find anything on this book. I mean, there literally is nothing on this book, and it still isn't, even after the regrade. There is nothing on. Let's see. That corner's been under right there that was not before. Yeah, they bent my corner on this. It sucks. They bent my corner down. That was a perfect, flawless corner right here. And now it looks like it might be just tweaked down. It might just need to be flattened back out. I mean, I'm sure that can be, I think it can be restored back to what it was, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, you can't really see it if you look at it anyway, but they actually did do some damage to this book. Luckily, it still came back at 9.8 because this book, I mean, I don't know if I could just show you how perfect this book is. It may not show up. I could do a whole video on just this book, on how absolutely flawless. And, you know, my eyes aren't the greatest in the world, of course. This is like the most perfectly flawless book. There's not a spine tick on it. No color breaks. Had perfect corners. So, yeah, it's 9.8, but it's like top end of the 9.8. It's borderline 9.9 in my opinion. So yeah, this is a beautiful book. I'm going to cherish this one. It'll find its place somewhere up here on the wall. And, yeah, I don't normally like, I don't want to say I would never, but I'm not a big fan of people signing books in the first place. I got this one purely as an investment and to enjoy it because, I mean, I guess to each their own. Let me know in the comments what you think about signing books. Is that something you think is something that should be done? Is it destroying the book, or is it just adding to the value of the book? Obviously it adds to the value because people pay more for it. Yeah, I think if you had the original artwork and it was signed, I mean, that's one thing, but yeah, I'm not going to go on about that. I'm still very happy to have this book. I don't think I have any more signature books. This might be my only one. Do I? I don't think I do. I might rethink that. Maybe what you guys say in the comments will make me rethink that. I don't know. So, very happy to get this back in the collection. Oh man, I was going to have a heart attack there for a minute. I'm very, very happy to have my, let me get the glare off of that, my 9.8, my beautiful 9.8 on this beautiful book. Alright, so thanks for watching, and happy collecting.